said Pastor Chris is an occultist. The money that he has is blood money, which means that we were sacrificing people. Don't you understand? Human sacrifices.
Greetings to my dearest family. Welcome here to Direct TV, bringing to you the truth with Brother Joshua. Right in today's video, guys, the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris, actually responded to some of the accusation, especially the fact that it was, called an occultist and that is making or using human sacrifice to make money. And you know that over a long time, there have been people who usually talk about Pastor Chris, even recently, like people like, Prophetess Celestia. Listen to this.
The man who is running Love World is involved in the occult. He is an occultist. That's why he wears that white suit. It's part of his covenant. My goodness. He never changes that suit. Love World, Pastor Chris. Man, that last name. Oyakhilome. Chris, Pastor Chris O, in the white suit, is an occultist. Lord says that is not a clean ministry. It is not a God-led ministry. The Holy Spirit is not moving in that ministry. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, the Lord has judged this man. This man is part of the marine kingdom. He is part of the marine kingdom, the particular branch of witchcraft that works with creatures of the sea, creatures of the water. Don't only think that the marine kingdom only involves mermaids and things like that. The marine kingdom also involves the dragon world. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome is a man who makes covenant with things that are beneath the sea. He is not a clean pastor. Nigerians, you are so deceived and you are so stubborn. You are willing to be destroyed for the sin of one man. You are so addicted to the pornography of worshiping these naked men and women that stand on your pulpits. So many of them are defiled, even if I do not know their names. Your pulpits are compromised in Nigeria. But you are addicted to the pornography at staring at the nakedness of these men and women, for they are indeed naked. The word that God is giving me is defrocked. Defrocked. It is a word that they use for the Catholic priests. When the Catholic priest begins to say, I don't agree with the Catholic doctrine, I don't agree with this, and I don't agree with that, and they begin to preach their own thing, they're defrocked.
There you have it, my dearest family. So these ones are just recent people who, are actually saying that Pastor Chris is an occultist. These are recent people, including people like Prophet X, Sunday Adelaide. But there were people around 2001, 2000 that the man of God, Pastor Chris, spoke about, who also called him, fake, and also said he was, doing blood money. So Pastor is going to be addressing all that in this particular video, and I discovered that this video is just the recent IPPC. I came across it on YouTube and I thought I should share it with each and every one of us. Watch this, guys. I'll be right back.
They're talking to me, they're rebuking me. I had no witness for God. I understood human nature. They judged wrongly. They misunderstood my intentions, misread everything, and punished me for it. And God did not intervene immediately. In 2001 and 2000, I think it stretched from, it was 2 years, from 2000 into 2000, early 2002, across that period, I had quite some issues with many ministers in Nigeria. every day, the newspapers, the magazines, radio, television, they had something to say about Pastor Chris. And it helped them a lot because I've been holding a lot of big crusades. So the more they talked about me, the more they smiled to the banks because they were selling their magazines, selling their newspapers, and getting a lot of attention. So I'll be going to the office, and these hawkers are showing me the newspaper. Of course, not like they knew I was the one in there, but I could see big bold prints. Pastor Chris, Pastor Chris, Pastor Chris, Pastor Chris, and they are hawking this thing. They want me to buy too. But the things they said were lies upon lies. What got my attention was some of the most respected ministers in the country were involved in it. And I said, some of the most respected, these were the leaders of the associations, okay? The ministerial associations. I wondered to God, can't they know that these are lies? Wouldn't you tell them? So I thought, are they so blind? I thought they were prayerful. If they were praying to God, why can't they know? I remember one of the popular ministers. First, he sent me a message. He wanted to speak to me. So someone came and delivered the message. So he was going to call me on the phone. So at that point in time, he called me. And he wanted to know from me. He said he wanted to hear my side of the story. I said, what side exactly? And then he raised some parts of the old stuff, and I began to explain. And when I was done, he said, oh, I understand. So I thought he understood. I was happy that at least I got somebody who understood. And he was well known because of his television programs. So he announced that he was going to be putting final rest to the issues on Pastor Chris. So it was going to be on TV and on radio. Okay. I was watching his program on TV when he made the announcement. So at the appointed time, I tuned in to watch. He said in fact, the things he said to begin with, he quoted as what I said. Do you understand? He's switched our part of the discussion and then gave opposite story from what I told you. I couldn't believe it. I said, Lord, that's not what happened. That wasn't the discussion. And then he went on to have a press conference in which he explained this spiritual revelation, this vision that he saw, in which Pastor Chris was You know, he explained what I did in the vision. And based on that vision, he called out to me to immediately repent. So there I was thinking, now I understand. So I gained something. I said, I thought these people were praying for us because they were all senior to me in ministry. I was just a young guy when all these people got started. So I thought they covered for us. I thought they were happy about my crusades. And I had another one coming up, announced for one of the cities in Nigeria. They went on TV and on radio to announce to the people not to go. Can you imagine that? They announced to them not to go. Don't go. These were not sinners. These were ministers of the gospel getting on TV. First, they had a conference. They had a major meeting to discuss how to stop Pastor Chris. When they were done and they had made their decisions, they went out with it. And announced, don't go. Don't attend that crusade. They said, Pastor Chris is an occultist. He's using Satan's power. Yeah. Using Satan's power. The money that he has is blood money. And really, that was their major browse. It was about money. Where does he get all the money? On a Sunday afternoon, one of the ministers was rebuking his members. I watched it. So I was working in the studio that afternoon after church service. This program was on. And he was rebuking his members. He said, when I ask you for money, you will say, how does Pastor Chris get money? Look at all his programs all over the country. Now, he says, now you can see. He said, money. He said, blood money. So, in other words, they found out where Pastor Chris was getting his money. It was blood money. Which means that we were sacrificing people. Don't you understand? Human sacrifices to convert some, So that was the problem. So all these stories were there. And I was saying, Lord, you know the truth. The whole truth. But you know what? On no occasion was I frustrated. Not even once. I kid you not. Not even once. And I never prayed out of frustration. I just understood them. Okay. I thought they were praying for us. Now I know I better pray. I better pray more. I discovered I needed to pray more and not to think they were praying for us. So when I'll go to the campground to pray, every evening I was there praying. And I was praying, the words that came out of me, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I would say that again and again and again and again. I knew the greater one was in me. I had nothing to fear. You can be misunderstood. You can be misjudged. But it doesn't matter. I can tell you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. One day, you'll be in a position. When we were just starting the healing school in South Africa. After our first major crusade, they got troubled. Then they went out with their media, and one of their major newspapers published a story. And in that story, they wrote about some fellow who came to their office and reported that Pastor Chris offered him 10,000 rands to pretend that he was sick. And so they're trying to tell the people, don't believe those stories. Those people were never sick. So I said, maybe I should take them to court. No, the Lord said no. Don't do it. Because I knew nobody went to them. Because you don't even see me. No, many of you who attended the healing school one time or the other, you didn't see me. You didn't see me until the day I prayed for you. You didn't see me. So when was this dialogue? So I knew nobody did it. They formed the story. They created it. These are liars. They're paid to lie. It's their job. So the Lord told me, no, don't do that. You will have your day. So the day came when at the hidden streams, you got billions of people watching, and you have certain at different occasions, especially the earlier ones. In the more recent ones, I just say a word, okay? But in the earlier ones, I gave some more attention. I took some more time, and I talked to someone who's in a wheelchair or has a major case. So everyone's seeing that one. And in different parts of the world. How much will I offer them? So that would be a lot of dollars, right? All over the world. And in getting those people healed before billions of people, I said, good. Where is that newspaper now? Don't you remember the name of that newspaper in South Africa? It's their the Sowetan, something like that. Terrible newspaper. Yes. Created to lie. So I knew the day would come. I knew. When I would be able to speak and they can't reply. Yes, sir. Yeah. The day came and they could not reply. How can you explain it? How can you explain it? The testimonies are too many. There are too many. Too many. Too many. How do you explain the blind receiving sight? How do you explain the deaf? Especially with so many dead people coming back to life. How can you explain that one? And I don't even have to show up. I don't even have to show up. So, just remember, one day you will be able to say something that they cannot respond to. Never mind being misunderstood, misjudged. Don't worry about those things. Be satisfied that the one who is truth knows you. You see it? Be at rest with that. Be confident with that. It won't be long. You don't have to cry and wish you could explain, because for a lot of people, the more you explain, the more they question you, the more they disbelieve you.
There you have it, my dearest family. So I thank God that the man of God is not such a person that responds when these guys say many of these things. So I was when I or I've not been paying attention to many of these guys. And most of the recent people you see today who are calling Pastor Chris fake, accusing him of doing this and that, I thought they should learn from those who accused Pastor Chris even around 2000, 2001, 2002, but they don't want to learn. And they'll learn the hard way anyways. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. I look forward to seeing my next video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye.